Okay everyone, so here's your screencast on how you're going to get your drawing into Illustrator. So this is a little bit different than what I showed some of you, but it's a little bit easier to get things sized this way. So go to File, New. You want your width to be 3 inches and your height to be 4 inches if you have a tall and narrow rectangle. If you have something that is wider, you're going to have your width be 4 inches and your height be 3 inches. Mine, as you can see in the background, is 3 inches tall by 4 inches wide, because remember that's the size of your print block. So I'm going to name this my last name, Fenninger, and the word final. No spaces. I've done this a couple times, so I'm going to put the number 2 just so I get another file instead of having to replace one that I did before. Hit OK, and then your file comes up. You're then going to go to Google Classroom. Under Printmaking, the Scanned Images assignment, go ahead to the Images folder. You're going to download your image. So I'm going to double click on my image, hit download. Feel free to pause and do these steps and then hit play again if you need to follow along. Now I'm going to go back to Illustrator. I have my nice open block here. Use the Finder folder to find my image. So here it is right there. I'm going to drag it, and drop it right into that image. You can see that it's super huge compared to the space that I'm working in. Hit the Command button and the minus button, which is next to the 0, to zoom out. And then you'll see your image and your workable space. Totally different. Use the selection tool to change the shape of it. But if you just click and drag, you're going to change the proportions of your object. So you want to hit and hold the Shift key and drag your drawing so that it fits in the space. Again, hit and hold the Shift key and then drag your drawing so it fits in the space. The Command plus button allows you to zoom in. And you can use this Command minus, Command plus whenever you need to zoom in or zoom out on your objects. All right, so let me zoom out. I can actually make this a little bit bigger because I want my drawing to fit in the space. Right now it's a little bit smaller than the space, so I can make it larger, and then my details will be larger and it'll be easier to replicate. Once I have that done, I can start using the pen tool just like you did before. But make sure that you're always working on a new layer. So sometimes I like to name this background. And then I lock that layer. That means I can't work on it. Create a new layer and title it what you're working on. So I'm going to work on the body of the sewing machine. You can also create a new layer and title it the next thing you're going to work on. So the added elements. I have a lot of layers for the sewing machine drawing that I have been working on. So you can see my layer 1, which I should have locked, the body, the added elements, the handle, the spool, the thread. And as I hide these, I can see the drawing underneath. If I hide the drawing, then I have just my digital drawing, which is a really nice thing to see. That's why layers are really great. So let me show you one last thing that'll help you with your drawing, and that'll be in the next video.